One is beaches, the other has soul. But which one deserves your time? Every year, over 80 million tourists visit Spain, and most of them face the same impossible choice: Barcelona or Madrid. One is a Mediterranean playground with beaches and Gaudi. The other is a cultural powerhouse with world-class museums and nightlife that doesn't start until midnight. Tonight, we're comparing them across 7 categories, with real data to help you decide. Here's what makes this comparison tricky. Barcelona and Madrid aren't rivals in the way most people think. They're fundamentally different cities. Barcelona sits on the Mediterranean coast in Catalonia, with its own language, culture, and identity. Madrid is the capital, right in the heart of Spain, 600 kilometers inland with zero coastline. Barcelona draws 26 million visitors a year to its beaches, Gaudi masterpieces, and Gothic Quarter. Madrid draws travelers who want authentic Spanish culture, the Prado Museum, and some of the best nightlife in Europe. Neither is objectively better, but one might be better for you. Let's find out. Let's start with the numbers. A one-bedroom apartment in central Barcelona runs about $1,540 a month. In central Madrid, that same apartment costs $1,410. Move outside the city center and Barcelona drops to $1,180, Madrid to $1,095. So Madrid is roughly 8% cheaper on rent. Groceries are close. A dozen eggs cost $4.20 in Barcelona versus $3.60 in Madrid. A loaf of bread is $1.65 versus $1.35. Utilities run about $172 a month in Barcelona, $193 in Madrid. Quick tip: if you're staying longer than a week, look into apartment rentals on platforms like Spot or Housing Anywhere. Hotels in both cities average $150 to $200 a night, but a central apartment can run you $60 to $80 a night. Overall monthly budget for a comfortable lifestyle: Barcelona at $2,800 to $3,200. Madrid at $2,500 to $2,900. Madrid wins on cost, but the gap is smaller than most people expect. Food in Spain is an experience, and both cities deliver. In Barcelona, a meal at a budget restaurant costs about $17.50. In Madrid, that's $16.50. A mid-range dinner for 2 runs $66 in both cities. Where it gets interesting is the food culture. Madrid is the tapas capital of Spain. In neighborhoods like La Latina and Malasana, you can bar hop from spot to spot, and in many places, you still get a free tapa with every drink. That tradition barely exists in Barcelona. Barcelona fights back with La Boqueria, one of the most famous food markets on earth. Fresh seafood, jamon iberico, and fruit juices for $3. Plus, Catalan cuisine is its own thing. Think fideuà, escalivada, and crema catalana. Here's something most tourists miss. In Madrid, the menu del dia is your best friend. For $13 to $16, you get a 3-course lunch with bread, a drink, and sometimes dessert. Nearly every restaurant offers it on weekdays. This one's a tie. Madrid wins on value. Barcelona wins on variety. Both cities have excellent metro systems, and they're cheap. Barcelona's monthly transit pass costs just $24.60. Madrid's Abono Transporte costs $38.50, but covers a much larger zone, including commuter trains. A single metro ride? $2.90 in Barcelona, $1.65 in Madrid. Barcelona's metro has 12 lines covering the main tourist areas and beaches. Madrid's metro is actually the 6th largest in the world with 13 lines and 302 stations. It goes everywhere. Taxis and Uber are available in both cities. A 15-minute ride costs about $12 in Barcelona, $10 in Madrid. If you're visiting Barcelona for less than a week, grab the Hola BCN travel card. It gives you unlimited metro, bus, and tram rides for 2 to 5 days starting at $18. Way better deal than buying single tickets. Both cities are extremely walkable, But Madrid's metro is more extensive and single rides are cheaper. Madrid takes this one. This is where things get heated. Barcelona has Antoni Gaudí, and that alone puts it on the world architecture map. La Sagrada Familia attracts 4.7 million visitors a year. Parc Güell, Casa Batlló, Casa Mila. The entire city feels like an open-air museum of modernism architecture. The Gothic quarter dates back to the Roman era. Then there's the Picasso Museum and MACBA for contemporary art. Madrid answers with the Golden Triangle of Art, 3 world-class museums within walking distance. The Prado houses over 8,000 works including Velázquez, Goya, and El Greco. The Reina Sofia has Picasso's Guernica, arguably the most important painting of the 20th century. And the Thyssen-Bornemisza Missa fills in the gaps with everything from Van Eyck to Hopper. Here's a secret most guidebooks skip. Both the Prado and the Reina Sofia offer free entry in the last 2 hours before closing. That's 2 of the world's best museums for $0. Barcelona wins on architecture. Madrid wins on museums. Another tie, but what a tie. If nightlife matters to you, Madrid is in a league of its own. Spaniards eat dinner at 10 p.m. and go out at midnight. Clubs don't get going until 2 a.m. and stay open until 6 or 7 in the morning. The neighborhoods of Malesana, Chueca, and Huertas are packed every night of the week. A beer at a bar costs $3.50. A cocktail runs $10 to $12. Barcelona has a strong nightlife scene too. Razzmatazz, Opium, and the clubs along the Port Olympic are world famous. But here's the difference. Barcelona nightlife has a tourist tax. Cover charges are common at $15 to $25. Drinks inside clubs run $14 to $18. Madrid? Many clubs have free entry before 2 a.m. and drinks are half the price. Don't fall for the promoters on Las Ramblas offering free club entry. Those clubs are tourist traps with watered-down drinks and inflated prices. Ask locals where they go. That's where the real nightlife is. Madrid dominates this category. Cheaper, later, more authentic. This is Barcelona's trump card. Madrid has 0 beaches. It's 300 kilometers from the nearest coast. Barcelona has 4.5 kilometers of Mediterranean coastline right inside the city. Barceloneta Beach is the most famous, golden sand, boardwalk bars, and swimming from June through October. Water temperature hits 25 degrees Celsius, that's 77 Fahrenheit, in peak summer. Beyond the city beaches, day trips to Costa Brava or Sitges put you on some of the most beautiful coastline in Europe, all under an hour by train. Madrid compensates with incredible parks. Retiro Park is 125 hectares of green space with a boating lake, Crystal Palace, and rose gardens. Casa de Campo is even bigger at 1,722 hectares, 5 times the size of Central Park. And the Sierra de Guadarrama Mountains are just 50 minutes away for hiking and skiing. But let's be honest, if you want a beach holiday, this isn't even a contest. Barcelona runs away with this one. Safety is where Madrid has a significant edge. According to Numbeo's 2025 data, Madrid has a crime index of 28.8, rated as low. Barcelona's crime index is 51.7, rated as moderate. The biggest issue in Barcelona? Pickpocketing. Las Ramblas, the metro, and the beach are the top 3 hotspots. Barcelona recorded 8,563 offenses per 100,000 residents in the first half of 2025, the highest rate of any major Spanish city. Madrid's rate is significantly lower. Now, context matters. The vast majority of Barcelona crime is non-violent property theft. Violent crime is rare in both cities. But the sheer volume of petty theft in Barcelona is something every visitor should know about. In Barcelona, never put your phone on a restaurant table. It's the #1 way tourists get pickpocketed. Use a crossbody bag, keep it zipped, and stay extra alert on the metro during rush hour. Madrid wins on safety, and it's not close. So here's the final scorecard. Madrid wins on cost of living, transportation, nightlife, and safety. That's 4 out of 7 categories. Barcelona wins on beaches and ties on food and culture. But numbers don't tell the whole story. If you want authentic Spanish culture, world-class museums, incredible nightlife, and a city where locals actually welcome tourists, Madrid is your city. If you want Mediterranean beaches, gaudy architecture, and that Instagram-perfect coastal vibe, Barcelona is unbeatable. Here's my honest take. For a first-time visitor to Spain with only 5 to 7 days, I'd say Madrid. It's safer, cheaper, and gives you a deeper taste of real Spanish life. But if you've already seen Madrid, or if beaches are non-negotiable, Barcelona is absolutely worth it. The best move? Do both. The Avenue high-speed train connects them in 2 hours and 30 minutes, and tickets start at just $33 when booked in advance. Two of Europe's greatest cities, separated by a 150-minute train ride. Why choose? So which city gets your vote? Barcelona or Madrid? Drop your pick in the comments. And if you're planning a trip to Spain, hit subscribe. We've got guides for both cities coming soon. See you in the next one.